If you're looking for perfect grammar lessons,
You might be in the wrong place.
but if you've ever felt blocked, even when you know English,
Stay.
this isn't a classroom, Maria.
No, James. It's not from a teacher to a student.
It's a conversation.
About language, about growth, about who you're becoming.
And you are part of it.
Hi, welcome. This is Daily Lingua. I feel like we should say something big and impressive right now. Don't you, James?
Oh, definitely. Something dramatic like, this channel will change your life.
But it won't. It might just change how you feel about English.
And honestly, Maria, that's more important. So today, we're not teaching a grammar point. We're not giving you a vocabulary list. We just want to tell you who we are and why this channel exists.
There are already thousands of English channels. So why create another one, James?
Good question. And the honest answer is, we didn't want to create another English channel. We wanted to create a space.
A space where English feels natural, not like a classroom.
Exactly. We didn't want to create a place where English feels like a school subject.
We wanted to create a space where English feels alive.
We're not here to stand above you and correct every sentence.
Well, you will correct me sometimes.
Yes, but gently and with context. This is not teacher versus student, Maria. It's more like two people thinking out loud, and you, our lovely listeners, are part of that conversation.
Yes, a two-way connection, a bond. We'll share our perspectives on everyday things: growth, fear, habits, identity, mistakes, life.
And English will be the language we explore all of that.
So, James, how will this actually work?
Each episode will feel like a real dialogue between two friends. Some episodes will be light, what we call easy English. Others will go deeper, thoughts about identity, growth, habits, fears.
We'll challenge common myths about language learning. We'll share practical ideas. And we'll always have a part called Word of the Episode.
But not in a dictionary way.
Yes, we'll take a very common word and look at it differently. Like, not just meaning, but feeling.
Exactly. Language is not just vocabulary, it's perspective.
And we'll share a PDF with some useful phrases, key sentences, language reminders from each episode, especially for expressing ideas more naturally. But don't worry, we won't overload you.
No complicated academic words that nobody actually uses. We'll use language that is natural, usable, and real. All right, Maria, let's talk about ourselves. Who are you, really?
That's always the hardest question. Okay, I'm Maria. I'm still learning English. I'm curious about life, about people, about languages. Sometimes I'm enthusiastic, sometimes impatient.
That's honest.
I get excited about new ideas, but I also doubt myself, especially when I speak English.
You're not alone there, Maria.
I know. I'm also a huge cat person. If I see a cat in the street, James, everything stops.
Important information.
Isn't it? Last but not least, I dream about traveling everywhere. Not just to see places, but to understand how people live, think, and feel. That's me. Still learning, still growing. Okay, James, your turn.
All right, I'm James. Technically, I'm the teacher here, but I don't really see myself that way.
How do you see yourself then?
I see myself more as a guide. I can point at things, explain patterns, offer perspective, but I can't learn for you, and I don't want to walk ahead of you.
So you will walk with us.
Exactly. Also, Maria, I'm fascinated by people. Philosophy, psychology, mythology. I'm curious about what shapes us, and language is part of that. The words we use influence how we see ourselves. Let me give an example. If you say, "My English is bad," that becomes your identity. But if you say, "My English is improving," that changes the story. By the way, Maria, notice something? We didn't say, "Hi, I'm Maria. I like cats." Or, "Hi, I'm James. I love philosophy."
True, we used different phrases.
Yes, simple alternatives. Not complicated, just more expressive. Instead of "I like," we simply said, "I'm curious about," "I get excited about," "I'm fascinated by." These are natural phrases. People actually use them.
They feel more personal.
Exactly. And in every episode, Maria will naturally introduce phrases like these, not as a list, but inside real conversation. And in every PDF, we'll gather them for you, clearly explained, easy to reuse.
So if you're here expecting strict lessons and tests,
You might be surprised.
but if you're here because you want to grow, think, speak more naturally, and feel less afraid of English,
Then you're exactly where you need to be.
we're not perfect speakers.
We're not perfect people either. We're just two humans exploring language and life together. And now, you're part of it. And before we finish, Maria and I want to ask you something. How would you introduce yourself? In a real way. Not your job title, not your age. Who are you? Write it in the comments. We'd genuinely love to read it.
Don't forget, there's a free PDF that goes with this episode. You can find it in the description. And if this feels like your kind of space, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.
It helps this small idea grow into a real community. Thanks for listening to Daily Lingua.
This is Daily Lingua.
Keep speaking.
Keep growing.
See you next time.